Hi guys, welcome back. As part of a top 5 series, today I'm going to introduce you to some of my favorite cleansers. Now specifically, we're talking about a first cleanse. I do believe that cleansing properly is absolutely essential to maintaining skin health. Not only do we choose to put things on our face like makeup and sunscreens, if you're not wearing a sunscreen, you should. But we're also constantly exposed to pollution, to pathogens, to environmental stressors. And at the end of the day, we need to get all of that stuff off of our face so that whatever we put onto our skin at night to help us rescue and repair the skin, that it's clean and it's ready to receive. So for me, a double cleanse is non-negotiable. I do one every night. Whether I'm wearing makeup or not, I will always do a double cleanse because I'm actually always wearing sunscreen. Even if I don't leave the house, I'm wearing sunscreen. So the first cleanser is really to break products down, to break down the sebum, just to help dissolve all of that first layer. And then the second cleanse is to really give a deep clean and get everything off. Now I just want to do a general disclaimer. It sounds like there is a rip-roaring, howling storm happening outside the window. So if you hear bursts of rain and howling winds, it's not me. So when it comes to doing a double cleanse, I do just want to mention you don't have to use 2 different products. You can use one product and you can use it twice. I just tend to use 2 because I'm a bit of a cleanser head and I like to constantly experiment and I like using different textures to do different things. But today we're only going to look at my top 5 cleansers for the first cleanse. So for me, the first thing that I pretty much always reach for is either an oil or a balm because I find them really effective at dissolving all of the gunk that's on your face, which just makes it easier to remove. But I do want to stress here, this is just my personal experience and what I choose. And it's really, really important that you select the products that are right for your skin. Now, I'm not perfect at this, and you may have seen here on a few of my videos that I very recently discovered that I have oily skin, which I never knew I did because I did a skin test at home. And that means I'm having to sort of make some different decisions. I haven't stepped away from these types of products, even though I could use different ones for oily skin, but these particular ones do not clog the pores, they do not cause any kind of reaction, and they don't cause acne for me, which I don't really suffer from anyway. But the key thing is that you make sure that you remove these products effectively from your skin. And for me, I do that by using a cloth. I will always use a cloth to remove my first cleanser. So now we're going to jump into the favorites, right? So these are the ones that I've purchased over and over again and will continue to repurchase. And I kind of reach for them. There's no real rhyme or reason to it why I would pick one over the other on any given day. Don't know, but they're all there and I tend to use them all the time. The first is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil, and I have used this for years off and on. The base of this product is olive oil, which is very rich in antioxidants, and you apply this directly to dry skin and then you kind of rub it in a bit and then you emulsify it by adding water to it. And that really starts to break down all the makeup and all the stuff on your skin. And I just find it a pleasure and a delight to use. It kind of goes very milky and kind of creamy and it wipes away all the badness of the day. I paid 23 euros for 200 mils and this thing will last forever. So I think this is actually pretty good value for money. The next one is by the Inky list. It is the Oat Cleansing Balm. So I've been using this now. This is a relatively new addition. I've probably been using it for about 6 months. I do find it also very easy to use. This is formulated with oat kernel oil, which is very moisturizing for the skin. And it also contains colloidal oatmeal, which is really good at soothing and relieving some irritation of the skin. But for this, you really need to start with wet skin. And it took me a few uses just to figure that out because often you put balm on to dry skin. So if you wet your face first and then you put it in, it again starts to emulsify and will wipe away all of the makeup and the sunscreen. And this is super affordable. I think I paid just under 12 euros for 150 mils. So a little goes a long way. The thing will last a really long time and it's generally pretty easy to get your hands on. So this for me is a no-brainer and I will continue to repurchase. Okay, so the next one has been probably my favorite cleanser of all time. And this is by Irish brand Pestle and Mortar. And I have mentioned it so many times on this channel. This is called Erase Balm. It's funny, it's one of those products that's a little bit of luxury, but it's one that I can afford. So I will never not have this in my bathroom. It's kind of this buttery, but very oil-based, slippery kind of product that I absolutely love to use. It's a blend of a number of different oils like grapeseed oil, meadow foam seed oil. It has some lavender oil. It also has squalene. And it also contains candelilla wax, which is an excellent humectant for drawing moisture into the skin and keeping it there. But it doesn't clog pores, so it's good for even sensitive and oily skin. This jar runs at about 45 euros for 100 mils. Now to me, 45 bucks is a lot of money to spend on a cleanser. So I do wait until it goes on sale at my local pharmacy, but I'm never without it. I have one in the bathroom now, and I have another backup because the whole experience I find is fantastic. It smells just divine. My skin feels so good. It's one of those things that you take the time, I find, when I'm using this to kind of slow down, and my skin just feels amazing. I love it. Okay, so the next one is a little cheeky because it's really freaking expensive. This is the Cleansing Balm by Augustinus Mortar. Now, I am a botter girl. I can't afford to be a botter girl. I mean, who am I kidding? This is a product for people who have the money to spend on these kind of products. Now, sidebar, I love the Rich Cream. It's probably the favorite moisturizer I have ever used. I just can't afford to spend $280 on a moisturizer, so I don't get to purchase it very often. But I did receive this cleanser as a gift from fellow there behind the camera for Christmas. And this is an expensive cleanser, but it is divine. If you want a real luxury piece to give somebody, a gal in your life or a dude who really loves the balms, this is the balm. I mean, this is an amazing product. It is packed with a whole bunch of oils like sunflower seed, coconut, grape, and avocado. And it also contains squalene. Now, this is said to also contain their patented TFC8 ingredient, which is super secret. Nobody can find out exactly what it is. It's a combination of fatty acids, minerals, and nutrients that are all designed to hit your skin at the right time and the right place in order to help it rebuild and to restore. I'm a huge fan of their products, and I'm aware of this technology. You know, something like a cleanser, it's only on your skin for 30, maybe 40, maybe 60 seconds, and then it's going down the sink. So are you going to get the benefit of that by using this? Meh. I don't care. It's beautiful. So this is not something that I repurchase. I'm lucky enough to get it as a gift. And if you're looking for one of those wow kind of things, this might be a great one to try. So the cost of the Augustinus Mortar Cleansing Balm is a whopping 75 euros for 90 grams. So it's the least amount that you're getting at the highest price point. But I do think if you sign up for an auto replenish, it takes it to about 65. Now, if I had the money, would I spend it? Oh yeah. But it's not something I'm going to do. It's one of those things that's great to give, it's great to receive, and it's great to use. But I felt it needed to be said because I'm using it and I keep reaching for it. And I do have another one because I happened to find a friend, somebody that was selling it for a lot less. So I took it. It is lovely. And then we come to number 5. And this is a relatively new love of mine. It's a product I've only started using in the past month or so, but I have to say that I'm hooked. And it is by the brand Maysama. And I've talked about them on this channel so many times because Mary is converted. This is their Green Rooibos Gel-Balm Cleanser. So this is kind of a hybrid product and one of the things that you could use as a first or a second cleanse quite easily. In fact, when I traveled very recently, I've just returned from a trip last night, this is what came with me, and I only used it for my first and my second cleanse. So this cleanser, like all of the Maysama products, contains green rooibos extract, which is a super powerful antioxidant and also has anti-inflammatory properties. It's also fortified with oat beta gluten, which is 20% more hydrating than even hyaluronic acid. So it's designed to lock in the moisture and also prevent moisture loss. But I find the texture really interesting, and that's one of the reasons why I've liked this so much. It truly is sort of in between a gel and a balm. It doesn't feel as oily and as sort of dissolving as you think it would be. And then it hits the skin and then everything goes balmy. It's just an absolute delight to use. So I also think this is a pretty good value. You get 120 mils. I think it's 19 euros. But if you subscribe to their refill service, I think it gets it down to about 14.50. So it's a great deal. So that is a roundup of 5 of the cleansers that right now are living in my bathroom and I'm using every night of the week. And like I said, I don't know when I'm going to use which one or why. Some go onto dry skin, some go onto wet skin. All of them get removed with a cloth because I think that's really important. But my skin just feels great. And then I go in with the second cleanse. And that's going to be for another video because there are so many there too. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. I would really love to know, 1, do you double cleanse? And 2, what are the products that you like to use for your first cleanse? And tell me your skin type too. Are you oily, therefore you like to go with more foaming? I'd really be curious. And also, I need a little help here too, because I probably need to get a few other types of cleansers into the routine that are really built for oily skin. So thank you if you've made it this far for joining. I really appreciate it. And if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next one. Thanks, bye. It's loud, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it, but go on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And that's closed, right?
Yeah.
It is, okay.